Production of this video has zero AI involved. If AI has been included, such as video clips or pictures, it is 100% not supported. Script recording, research, and editing is purely done by me, a human. Enjoy the video. Hello internet people, welcome back to the channel. There has been a certain type of video that's been getting a lot of traction on YouTube these past few years. It certainly popped up in my algorithm at least. And those videos are the every explained in blank minutes videos. At first it was a very cool concept, but it was a very clear derivative of like the iceberg and the tier list videos that came out a few years ago. But now it just has spiraled into a huge mess due to its simple concept and expectations. Before we get into that, make sure to like and subscribe to get more videos like this one and to keep me motivated. Alright, let's get to it. If you've never seen this type of videos before, let me explain. The general formula for this videos goes as follows. First, gather 8 to 12 subjects about a certain topic. Draw a thumbnail that was like made in MS Paint or from AI. Make a video with a short intro or like no intro at all sometimes. Show little to no personality at all. And then go straight into the information just to draw away from the lifeless intro. Copy and paste a Wikipedia article for each of your subjects. And boom, 200k uploads after a few videos. And then get monetized and then keep farming until the trend stops. So let's make up an example. Let's say you're talking about conspiracies. You would get like 8 of them to talk about, and then you draw them in MS Paint, you know, like a simple concept of them, of each one of them. After that, you go to each Wikipedia article of each one of them, and then copy and paste the whole article into a script. And then you record yourself reading 8 Wikipedia articles with bad drawings playing in the background. Repeat that a few times, and eventually you'll get enough views to get some monetization from YouTube. As you can see through my drawn out explanation, I do not like or respect these kind of channels that's popping up every day on YouTube, especially with AI getting better year after year. You can really tell that AI is a huge component on these channels because they use it very blatantly and without much care in the world. But it's gonna be a separate topic that we'll discuss later on. I'm not really 100% sure where these channels originated from, but I can definitely think of some other creators that became inspirations for this kind of video format. The very first channel that comes to mind is Salmonella. Salmonella has been one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time, and I think he's a huge contributor of like this new art style. I mean, I can't really call it an art style because it's just like dick drawings for the most part. But that right there is what gave it such accessibility to new creators, both the good and the bad. After Salmonella, the other 3 big hitters that I personally came across was Ninja, Chains for Real, and Trust Me Bro. Before I get any hate, I know they make amazing content, and I'm actually subscribed to all 3 of them because I just love their stuff so much. But the rise of their channels opened up the eyes of many money-hungry people. Due to their simplistic and reproducible content, people saw this as a good opportunity to make long-form content farms. And it's just very unfortunate that they saw this as a money opportunity instead of a creation opportunity, which just fucking sucks, you know? These awesome creators, along with icebergs and tier lists becoming more of a fading trend, unfortunately inspired a new set of creators, as well as a huge new video trend that I'm seeing a lot recently, and that's the every blank explained in blank minutes trend. At first, I was usually interested in these videos because I'm a big fan of like top 5 videos and like things explained videos and all those sorts of videos, so that's like perfect for me to watch. I just love to play things in the background, whether that be just for the noise or because it's actually a topic that I'm actually interested in. But once I started to pay attention to these videos, they became sloppy. I started to see through the cracks of a lot of these videos, and they just started to sound the same. A lot of the same phrasing and formatting were being used in a lot of these videos, especially the blank isn't just this, it's this as well, or some variation of it. It wasn't just a one-time thing, it was like every other sentence. That became quite annoying. Also, many of these topics that the channels covered became just very one-dimensional because they had no personality, no witty jokes, no opinions on the matter, no commentary, no nothing really, just beyond the facts. And yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are into that, which kind of fuels the repetitive nature of these videos, which is quite unfortunate. It's not only the videos themselves that are repetitive, like their names as well are kind of repetitive. They for some reason have like only 1 of 2 options to choose from whenever they're making a new channel name. There's some reference that their artwork is done in MS Paint or their area of expertise. So for example, like a channel name could be like, oh, Shitty Art Explainer or Mr. Space Explainer. And I know some people might be thinking right now are like, a lot of channels already do that. There's nothing wrong with doing like things explained type of channels, and you will be correct. The huge difference that those channels that are already established and have been doing their thing for a while now is that they have more of a brand and more of a personality than a lot of these new explaining channels. Let's take for example Comics Explained. Comics Explained is a great YouTube channel. I watch him from time to time. I'm always entranced by his delivery and his knowledge of comics. and it's just always awesome to watch him. And if you were to compare him to like the new Explain channels, there'd probably be one nowadays called like Mr. Comic Man Explains, and then his video will go like this. House of M. The events of House of M temporarily replaced the main reality of the Marvel Universe, Earth 616, until Wanda Maximoff restored her life at the end of the storyline. While the storyline's events still exist, they now take place in Earth 58163. House of M is set 6 months after the Avengers Disassemble storyline, in which Wanda, overwhelmed by the grief and mental instability following the loss of her children, suffers a breakdown. This leads her to unintentionally unleash chaos, killing several Avengers ending the team, and slowly losing control of her reality warping abilities. Blah 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 blah. That's just me reading the comic and then reading the synopsis off of Wikipedia. Can you see my problem now? When you compare these channels to Comics Explained, it's just a whole night and day difference. These new Explained channels just lack the personality and the knowledge of their areas of expertise. I feel like I can say like at least 95% of these channels are like either copy paste Wikipedia articles or just AI dumps. If you were to run these channel scripts through an AI detector, I can 100% say that most of them will be at least at like 50% AI usage, or at least like 50% plagiarized. And we all know how bad AI is for the environment and how it uses so much clean water for no fucking reason. And that's one thing I don't understand about AI. What the fuck does it need clean water for? Like, tell me, why? Actually, I'm just gonna look it up, to be honest. Here, let me look it up. Alright, well, from what I gathered, fresh water is needed to prevent mineral buildup and to cool their systems. The last part, I don't understand why we need fresh water for, because I don't use fresh water from our PC cooling system and it's fine, for the most part. But let's move on before I get into a side tangent. As I was trying to say, a lot of these channels use AI and it's quite obvious when they use it. From the visuals to the way that the video is presented is very much given AI vibes. Just from the monotone and robotic voice to the words that it speaks, you can tell that it is in fact very much AI. I actually have an example right here. DJ, spin that shit!
Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet is a machinima web series of YouTube videos and shorts.
I can't show much of that video as much as I would like to, but what do you think? Very AI if you ask me. And you can really tell that a lot of these channels are very AI based, just based on their description on their channels and by their join date. I'm not gonna show any channel names just in case they want to come and attack me, but I'll show you here in a second when I am done playing with my cat. Alright, so for the first channel we have here, their channel description says, "We simply explain things that concerns us. Don't miss any new releases. Subscribe for more." And their join date is March 1st, 2024. Like, okay. Channel 2. Their description simply says, "I explain interesting stuff." That's it. And then their join date is July 18, 2023. What the fuck are you doing? And then channel 3, their description says, "I explain cool stuff by using my imagination and paint." LOL. And their join date is February 28, 2024. Like, sure, man. Your imagination and paint, yeah. Whatever, man. And channel 4 doesn't even have a description at all. Like, they just are just blank. And then their join date is February 14th, 2024. And no, I'm not jealous of their popularity, sub count, or like workload that they have. If I were really jealous, I would just quit this channel, just start my own Things Explained channel, and you would never see me again. I'll just be gone. These make me infuriated because their content is just very subpar. And I feel like YouTube should be more than that. Like, if you find a method to make entertaining videos with equal or better quality than the last video, and you're able to upload them every day, and then have little to no workload, then props to you, you know? That's actually such a cheat code, and full props and congratulations to you. But once you involve AI into things, then like, what are you as a person really doing in the whole grand scheme of things? Also, the fact that people are using AI to like compile a video for something that you can easily Google for like 20 minutes. It's just gross to me. Like, you don't need AI when you can have Google right there and use it for like 20 minutes and find out like all the things you want about a certain topic. Like, AI is not needed to make a video about explaining every single kind of brain rot in 8 minutes. If I want to see brain rot for 8 minutes, I'll just go on TikTok or Instagram Reels and just watch that for 8 minutes or longer, you know? There's a huge potential for these videos to be far more entertaining and of high quality, but unfortunately, they don't need to be because, I mean, just look at the views. Millions upon millions of people view these videos and subscribe to these channels that they don't really care about the quality, as you can tell. And to compare them against the YouTubers I brought up earlier, I'm not saying their quality is better just because they have better stickman drawings. I'm saying their content is way better because they provide actual personality and quality content just through like their voice inflections, opinions, and the jokes that they sprinkle in. Let's take for example again, Salmonella. Here he has a video about historical misconceptions, and just having the joke in the title already makes it better than like 95% of all these AI videos that you will see on YouTube nowadays. If this video was one of the new type of videos that came out today, it'll probably be titled like 6 historical misconceptions explained in 6 minutes, and then it would only have like 4 misconceptions read by an obvious AI voice and be boring as fuck. In conclusion, these channels fucking suck. They're an awesome concept to me personally, but it is just littered by AI, and I'm not a big fan of that, you know? These type of videos are 100% an evolution of the tier list and iceberg videos. And that's what sucks about the situation, because without those iceberg videos, we wouldn't have gotten a lot of these new YouTubers that we have nowadays, like Tuv, Dantavius, and most importantly, Wendigoon. Imagine if these every blank explained in blank minutes videos didn't have any AI included in any of them. We could have seen so many more talented and popular YouTubers just spring up out of these type video trends. Unfortunately, the trend of these videos came out around the time that AI is at its best yet. They were already pretty reproducible content, but with AI now, it's just infinite money glitch farm simulator for them now. You could honestly make one every single hour if you please. Just generate a script, throw it into an AI voice, and generate a video if you're too lazy to even edit some pictures moving around, and boom, 100k to a million views right there. It's just one of the very few niches that are being played with AI right now on YouTube. And there are so many other niches and formats of videos that are on YouTube that I don't even know about. And they're probably just being affected by AI right now, which just fucking sucks, you know? So if you see these videos out there, make sure you don't watch them because they are the fucking devil. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. And if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe and support me, aka a human. And yeah, with that out the way, I'm out of here and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.